Welcome to our YouTube channel dedicated to exploring the latest insights and opportunities in the world of finance and investments, with a special focus on currency revaluation, gold and silver investments, cryptocurrency, and make money online opportunities, and more. If you're interested in staying up to date on the latest developments in currency revaluation, particularly the Iraqi Dinar and other currencies, best to subscribe to this channel. Please note that the content on this YouTube channel is for informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the opinions expressed on this channel are based on our own research and personal experience. We strongly recommend that you do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. Also, just before we go any further, this channel has a weekly giveaway of 100 Dogecoin. To enter, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel, like this video, and watch this video till the end, as we will be sharing a random hashtag keyword daily, and then comment hashtag the keyword with no spaces in between in the comment section. Good luck. Now, let's continue with this breaking news of Iraqi Dinar today, so stick till the end of this video. In today's video, we will be discussing an important news article regarding the National Bank of Iraq's expansion into the Saudi Arabian market and its implications for Iraq's economy and monetary reform. Join me as we break down the details of this article and explore how this move will activate the private sector and potentially impact the revaluation of the dinar. But first, let's read what's on the article, and we apologize if the Google translation to English isn't clear. The title of this article is Capital Bank Promises Iraq a Qualitative Commercial Shift with the Gulf Countries. The National Bank of Iraq, affiliated to the Capital Bank Group, announced during its sponsorship of the joint Saudi-Iraqi Business Matching Forum that was held in Jeddah that it will start its business through its official headquarters in the King Abdullah Financial Center in Riyadh, stressing that it is a step that will contribute to promoting economic development in Iraq, whose economy is witnessing clear growth, will make a qualitative leap in enhancing the volume of trade exchanges with the Gulf states. This announcement was made by the chairman of the Saudi-Iraqi Business Council, Mohammed bin Abdullah Al-Khorieff, who inaugurated the activities of the forum along with a number of members of the Business Council, the Coordination Council, the Saudi Export Development Authority, the Ministry of Investment, and the Foreign Trade Authority, and a number of official figures and businessmen from both Saudi sides, and the Iraqi and the managing director of the National Bank of Iraq, Ayman Abu Dayan, and the deputy CEO of the Capital Bank Group, Mr. Nadin Kabat, and the CEO of the National Bank of Iraq and Saudi Arabia, Zaid bin Abdulaziz Abanayan, and a group of executives in the bank. The opening of a branch of the National Bank of Iraq, according to Al-Khorieff, is an important step to expand the base of trade exchange between Iraq and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, in light of the increasing growth of exports between the two countries by providing commercial services to them directly. For his part, the managing director of the National Bank of Iraq, Ayman Abu Dayan, stressed, quote, the importance of opening the first Iraqi bank in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, explaining that, quote, the National Bank of Iraq will play an important role in developing economic relations between the two countries after the increasing growth in the volume of trade exchanges between them. He stressed, quote, the importance of the bank becoming the ideal partner for Saudi and Iraqi companies. For his part, the CEO of the National Bank of Iraq in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Zaid Abanayan, expressed his happiness with the opening of the first branch of the National Bank of Iraq in Saudi Arabia, and said that, quote, the branch will provide banking services and various banking facilities to cover the untapped sectors in the Saudi trade market, which means increasing its market share of total commercial dealings between Saudi Arabia and Iraq by providing services to strategic corporate clients and facilitating their commercial dealings. Banayan pointed out that, quote, the volume of trade exchanges between Iraq and Saudi Arabia amounted to 5.5 billion reals last year, with a growth rate of 48%, as the volume of trade exchange maintained stable growth during the past few years, explaining that the scope is still great for increasing bilateral trade exchange, especially after the bank directs Al-Ali al-Iraqi does its business in Saudi Arabia, and thus aspires to become the preferred and ideal partner for Saudi and Iraqi companies in a step that will contribute to strengthening the economic development process in Iraq, whose economy is witnessing clear growth. During the forum, a brief was presented about the Saudi Iraqi Investment Company, wholly owned by the Saudi Public Investment Fund, which was established recently with a capital of $3 billion. Acting CEO of the Saudi Iraqi Investment Company, Maidab al-Shathri, stated that, quote, the company will invest in Iraq through direct investment in private companies and in companies listed in the Iraqi market, in addition to indirect investment by participating in economically feasible infrastructure projects and investing in funds that target Iraqi market. Al-Shathri added, quote, the Saudi Iraqi company will jointly invest with the public investment fund companies and private sector companies to accelerate the regional expansion of Saudi companies, noting that, quote, the presence of the National Bank of Iraq in Riyadh will contribute to encouraging and facilitating trade between the two brotherly countries in light of the increasing growth of exports between the two countries. The Public Investment Fund had invested $185 million in the Capital Bank Group of Jordan in exchange for a 24% stake, which in turn owns a 62% stake in the National Bank of Iraq. For his part, Abu Dahim expressed his, quote, thanks and appreciation to the Saudi Public Investment Fund for its clear keenness to develop Saudi-Iraqi cooperation relations and transfer them to new levels, noting that, quote, the establishment of the Saudi-Iraqi Investment Company and its direction to invest in Iraq will cause a quantum leap in enhancing the volume of exchanges trade between the two countries. It is worth noting that the establishment of a branch of the National Bank of Iraq in the Saudi market, which is among the strongest economies in the world, will contribute to supporting the pace of growth by building a network of banking relations with major institutions and companies operating in the commercial sector in the kingdom, and the continuous pursuit of achieving the desired goals through innovation and development, in providing all banking solutions that support commercial activities between the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and Iraq. That's it for this article today, and let's explain in a simpler manner. The National Bank of Iraq, affiliated with the Capital Bank Group, has announced the opening of its official headquarters in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This move is seen as a significant step towards promoting economic development in Iraq and expanding trade exchanges with Gulf states. The chairman of the Saudi Iraqi Business Council, Mohammed bin Abdullah al-Korayef, highlighted the importance of this expansion in facilitating trade between Iraq and Saudi Arabia and providing commercial services directly to businesses. Furthermore, the opening of the National Bank of Iraq's branch in Saudi Arabia will provide banking services and facilities to untapped sectors in the Saudi trade market. This expansion will increase the bank's market share of commercial dealings between Saudi Arabia and Iraq, contributing to Iraq's clear economic growth. The article also highlights the establishment of the Saudi Iraqi Investment Company, which will invest in Iraq through direct and indirect investments in private companies, listed companies in the Iraqi market, and infrastructure projects. This joint investment effort with the Saudi Public Investment Fund aims to accelerate the regional expansion of Saudi companies and further stimulate trade between the two countries. In conclusion, the National Bank of Iraq's expansion into the Saudi Arabian market signifies a crucial step towards Iraq's economic growth and monetary reform. By building banking relations and supporting commercial activities, the bank will activate the private sector and facilitate increased trade between Iraq and Saudi Arabia. This development is expected to have a positive impact on the revaluation of the dinar as it strengthens Iraq's economic ties with one of the world's strongest economies. What are your thoughts on this article today? Please don't forget to watch the latest updates video from all the gurus and intel providers. Before ending this video, the hashtag keyword for the 100 Dogecoin giveaway is expansion. The winner will be announced this Sunday and will be in one of the Sunday's videos. Stay tuned and good luck. Please drop a comment below. Let us know what you think. And don't forget to add hashtag and the keyword for today. If you like this content and like to support this channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos are uploaded. See you on the next video.